it's Sami from Sami's Sweet Life, and we are talking MAKSELIFE today, and I'm super excited. All of my review crew items came except the markers. They have markers that match all of the MAKSELIFE 8 colors, and it also gives you a neutral gray, which I'm super excited about. They just did not make it here in time. I ended up jumping into unboxing everything and talking about everything and totally forgot to film an intro and explain everything going on. So I've got a couple of quick announcements before we hop in. I will have links to everything in the description box down below once things are released. I am posting this video on Review Crew Day, and then planners are going to be released on the 20th. So you can check that. I will update those on the 20th. So everything will link directly to items. Full disclosure, I am on the affiliate review crew. All of the links are affiliate links, and I appreciate if you purchase through those. I talk about it somewhat in this video, but I want to make sure it's really clear for you guys that they are affiliate links. So I do get a percentage of the sale. It doesn't change anything on your end, but it really helps me out on this channel. And then my last bit of announcement is I will have timestamps in the video letting you guys know where everything is talked about, because this video is really, really long. I imported the footage and it was like an hour of me talking and flipping through everything. So we've got intentions journals, we've got companion notebooks, we've got 2 of the flagship planners, we've got daily planners, we've got the folio, we've got the stencil, lots of different things to talk about. So check the description box if you want timestamps for anything, and then you can just hop around and look at what you really care about. I just try to make it as easy as possible for you guys to get the info you need. And if you guys have any questions about anything you guys see in the video, totally let me know, because I will be doing future videos more in depth talking about each individual product. I will try to make sure I answer those questions for you guys. There is a companion guide. It's just a quick PDF. It talks about pricing, talks about colors and dated versus undated options. So you guys can download that. I will link to that. I have just 2 of the covers, but there are 4 covers of the flagship. There are 4 covers of the daily planners. I'll insert pictures of different covers as I go to walk you through everything. And another quick announcement, there are tons and tons of digital items this time around too. They will also release on the 20th. I will have a separate digital video walking through all of the digital content that's going to be available. It's going to be flagships, daily planners, a lot of the companion things, notebooks, journals, all that stuff. And last but not least, there is a launch day special. It actually goes through the 24th. So if you purchase through the 24th, you get one of these cute little notebooks. There it is, the 2022 year-end reflection. So if you want to get this free with your order, purchase before the 24th. Otherwise, you can purchase this in the store. It will be available as a purchase as well. So with all of that out of the way, let's go ahead and hop into the unboxing. I totally just redid my nails. Stella is having a Care Bears party, and it's rainbow themed. So yeah, I did rainbow nails, but my nails are different in the rest of this video. So let's go ahead and hop into that. So these are actually review crew goodies. They are not shipped from the actual warehouse, so they are going to be a little bit different in here, but I wanted to show you guys my MAKSELIFE stuff is here. It's all covered up and protected and bubble wrapped. Oh my gosh, I'm seeing the colors. Oh, how cool. And that ruler. Stencil bookmark. Oh wow, I just think it's so cool. We got some notebooks, some intentions, reflections. Oh, that color is so pretty. I got the teal. Look at that. Oh, I'm gonna have so much fun going through all of this stuff with you guys. We got companion notebooks, which look awesome. The daily, I got the aqua color. Look at that. So pretty. And then we've got 2 flagships in here, and I think that is everything. Yep. Here, walk through everything and detail everything. I cannot wait. So I'm gonna go ahead and unwrap everything so we don't have lots of crinkly sounds for the rest of this video. And then we will walk through all of the items one by one. Super excited. Just got here. I've been waiting. I saw that it was out for delivery today. Okay, as I'm taking things out of packages, a couple of things. These ones are wrapped. This is the companion notebooks, and it is wrapped with a little band, but they were slipping out of the band as I was unpackaging them. So I'm gonna go ahead and take them off of that. And then also, the folio has some padding in it to keep it nice and sturdy, and I love the color of this. Look at that, how cool. I've got quite a few different notebooks to try to fit in here when we do some walkthroughs and testing it out. I think it'll be great for some of the other brand notebooks. So we'll do some videos on this one and just talk about this one separately at some point. I'll of course talk about all the dimensions and information in this video as well, but I wanted to mention a couple of things while I was opening things, and they were a little bit different, but I love this so far. It's nice and flexible, and then the top is pretty sturdy. So yeah, I think that's gonna be a great item. Also, as I'm ripping all the packaging off, I love the clean, sleek way that this is packaged up. It's got the information on the back of these, and then this little bit that shows in the front. So it looks really good, especially with all these steely blues and aquas and things. And I almost didn't even notice it on there because it's almost tone on tone, but it's cute. All of the little notebooks came in those kind of packages. Alrighty, I've got all the products here. I am going to give a little bit of a disclaimer before we get started. I'm going to say some things that probably will be controversial, but a couple of the planner covers were very purple, and I am just not a light purple person. I did not want that to be my planner for the whole year. So unfortunately, the covers that were the artist covers were totally not my jam. I will insert pictures of them up on the screen for you guys. I went with the other covers because I am just not a purple person, and I wanted to love Cindy's cover. I love the floral design. I love everything she did about it except the color. I know purple was the color this year, but I would have just killed for that to be in any of these other Moxie colors for this year. But unfortunately, it only came in purple. Oh my gosh, I would have just died if they had it in this aqua color and it was that same pattern. It would have been so beautiful. Or maybe aqua with the darker lines in this color. Oh, I wish. I saw it and I was like, oh man, the pattern is so beautiful, but the color is just not my thing. So I know it's controversial. I really love the pattern. I hope they use that pattern in multiple other things coming up, but the purple ain't it for me, so I did not get the purple one. I got two different ones. So these are the Flagship planners, and I told you guys I am team horizontal this year, so both of these are horizontal. I got the neutral one, which is beautiful. Let's go ahead and take it out. This one actually had a silver foil, where the other ones do have the bright gold foil. Oh yeah, beautiful. It's like a steely gray. It does lean a little bit blue. We've got some blue, and you can see it goes really well with the blue. It is a blue leaning color there. Yeah, very beautiful. Love the tabs. Let's see, I'm looking at my MAKSELIFE for this year. The tabs are a different color, so we'll compare a couple of things. They did change the color scheme in this, and yeah, we're gonna dive in. So this neutral one came in the chevron striped box, and then the line box is the sunrise pattern. I will leave the names to both of these down below. And then, you know, further in the video when we walk through the items, I will talk about them. But this one was so beautiful. Of course, it's all the aqua colors, and this one has the gold coil. There you go. They're both horizontal, so they're going to both look exactly the same, but we'll walk through them anyway. I do want to see the color scheme because I know the colors changed. Let's see here. I just want to see like the main page. Oh yeah, they're more muted for sure. I'm trying to find a page. So there's a weekly action page. And we will compare that really quick. This is like my favorite page in the planner. It is more muted for sure. The yellow definitely looks a little bit different. The orange looks different. Yeah, I mean, they're like darker versions of the same colors. The purple's not quite as purple. It's more of like a, I don't know, a plum, dark bluish color. Some of these are looking pretty similar to me. Like, hold the page over. The aqua is a little bit more muted. That one possibly is a little darker. Yeah, these two colors are very close now. I feel like here they're very far apart in the old color scheme. I do like this yellow a lot more. It's nice and bright. Oh yeah, I want to show you guys the tabs as well. The tabs are different. These are like bright blue tabs, and now the newer ones are more of a neutral, darker blue. I feel like they definitely lean grayish. But yeah, a lot of the stuff has been revamped. The color scheme has been revamped. There's the MAKSELIFE logo on there, which is really pretty. Yeah, they're just beautiful. I love both of these covers. See right there. And I'm super excited about all the planners and accessories. We will walk through everything. And the biggest thing, like right off of the bat that I noticed is Hallelujah. The cover is more of a normal cover. The covers were the main gripe I had for the Undated planners. The 6-month Undated and then the daily Undated. The covers were so thick and like grippy feeling. They were almost like rubbery, and this one is not. This one is just a normal feeling cover. Opens and closes really nicely. Looks like it would hold up a lot better over time. I'm very happy with these covers. So much better. So much better. All right, let's start walking through everything. one by one. We got so many good things to talk about today. I'm super excited. This is the companion notebooks, this whole set here. I love the color scheme for this year, except the purple. I'm not a fan of the purple. You can see nothing I got was purple. That was intentional. Okay, now we're going to talk smaller items and accessories. All of these happen to be undated items, so that is good. You can use them whenever you want and pick and choose, you know, timings of things. And I like that also for the companion notebooks, you get to choose which color you want to go first, which quote you want to go first. So first thing, the first accessory that I'm super excited about, there are also markers to go along with this, so I think that'll be a great accessory. That one just did not happen to make it to me yet. I will try to add that to this video if they make it in time for launch, but they may not. We might have to talk about those later, and I definitely will do pen testing and swatching with them at some point coming up. But I'm super excited about the markers, and I'm super excited about this stencil ruler. It is metal, but it is a little bit flexible as well, and it does clip in. So let's see if we can just clip it. I don't want to clip it to the cover because I'm afraid I might scrape it with the metal edge. But you can clip it like that, or you can clip it like that, and it marks your page. It's very cute and sleek, and it doesn't add a lot of bulk. And for being a metal ruler, it's not all that heavy either. I was kind of expecting it to be a little bit bulkier than it is, but it is like the perfect flexibility, so it's not too rigid. It's great that you can clip it. And yeah, you get to make checklists. So you got your typical square checklist, hexagons, hearts, and circles. And because I am a big time dot pen lover, I love that there are circles included as well. Then you also got lots of different page markers and page flags, some little banners that hang down, and then ones that can go sideways. And I'm assuming these boxes are very similar, if not the exact width of the columns. And now, so I have Team Horizontal here. Let's see, let's find a horizontal spread to show you guys. I am Team Horizontal, so the boxes can fit, you know, wherever I want them. But if you are Team Vertical, they should possibly fit. And also the monthly spread, let's see. Let's find a monthly spread and see if they're the same size. Now it looks to be they're a little bit skinnier than the monthly spread, so they could fit in the monthly spread. And then let's grab another flagship. This is the one I'm using for 2022. I have not used all of the pages for this. And it looks like it's a little bit skinny for these columns too. So it looks like it would be the width of the lines, and then you'd have a little bit of a border around the boxes, which is cute. So let's go ahead and just mock this up. I haven't used it yet, so we're gonna just try our best to line it up on the fly here and see how it goes. So make a box. I have had such bad trouble. If you watch any of my Plan With Me's, oh, I'm not on camera. If you watch any of my Plan With Me's and I've tried to draw boxes with just a ruler, they have been horrendous. Oh, I love it. Look, it's a real legit box. I'm super excited. I'm geeked out. You could totally end up highlighting that whole section, like have a skinny one and highlight it. Yeah, I see so many possibilities. And these lines, I want to say these boxes line up with the actual lines in here. It's looking like they may line up. I don't exactly know. It's hard for me to tell because I'm not like perfectly on camera, but it looks like they line up with the lines, which is going to be cool. So I also have the little page markers you can use for monthly calendars to make something stand out. But yeah, I am hooked, guys. That is going to be so much fun to use and make your own check boxes. I just can't wait. So that is an awesome, awesome one to have. So we will definitely play around with everything at some point. I just had to play around with that one because I'm geeking out over it. Okay, put this one aside. We will get back to that in a minute. We're talking notebooks now. So we've got lots of undated options. First of all, there's a planner folio now. They also have this in the gray that's going to match the neutral planner. It's a grayish color. I ended up with the dark one. I'm going to insert names of everything down below because I'm super geeked out. I don't know all the names off the top of my head. So I'm going to just put them up on the screen for you guys so that I can just talk. This is super cool because it's got the 4 elastics. It's kind of like a traveler's notebook, but bigger, like planner sized. It fits these notebooks perfectly. So we've got a bunch of different kinds of specialty notebooks coming out for MAKSELIFE. And look, you just stick them in and it's in your book. You can do that with 4 of them and then have a big portfolio binder full of them. And I'm super excited about it. So we will like test this puppy out, test different brand notebooks in here as well, because I know you guys probably have other brand notebooks like I do. You can stick them in here. Each one of these can go in here. The companion notebooks can go in here if you want to. So grab one of those. Just gonna load it up. And these are sewn notebooks, by the way. I see the sewn stitch. There's one, and then we're gonna just stuff this thing full. And of course, I'm gonna walk through all these notebooks real quick with you guys as well. So we're stuffing it full of different notebooks, and let's see, we'll do one of the companion notebooks too. Because that's something I think I would do. If I'm using the companion notebook, I'm stuffing it in here with the other notebooks. And I have seen hacks where you can add more loops to it with elastic bands and rubber bands and stuff. But look how cute that is. There's 4 notebooks in there. So you could definitely use those companion notebooks along with all the specialty notebooks, other brands of notebooks, traveler's journals, lots of things. And it is a magnetic closure, so it is actually closing. It's pretty cool. It's closing. There's what the edge, the binding looks like. It does have some texture on it. Hopefully you guys can see the texture. You can feel it and you can also see it, and it's beautiful. It's got the saddle stitching around all of the edges. It's just like really nice quality, well done. I've seen a lot of these that are very floppy and flimsy and don't hold up over time. And I'm really impressed with this one. I think this one's gonna hold up really good. And there's the deboss as well. It says MAKSELIFE, and that's all the branding you get. So perfectly beautiful, and I think you could totally vinyl this. If you get vinyl decals, you can put your name on it if you want to. I think it would stick to this. It's not super textured. And the inside, it's got the same material, the like faux leather material, and then it's also got this really soft fabric area. Also a pin loop, and I have my handy dandy Pentel Energel. It's my favorite ones with the metal barrel, and they fit beautifully in there. And you also have place for sticky notes. I think that little habit tracker sticky pad fits in there. Let me grab mine. I also have some cute little stickers from Hubman and Chub Girl. These cute little stickers, I think they would also fit in here. Maybe. It'll be a tight squeeze for those, but you could stick those in. The little habit tracker would fit in here, I think. Oh yeah, and you could put something else in there, clips or whatever. And then it has a bigger folder here for more things. And then there's another folder here for even bigger things if you want to hide a few things in there. And also back here, it's got the folder and a folder. So it's got lots and lots of pockets and space, and it's just perfect for organizing everything. I see lots of possibilities for customization for this. So let's go ahead and take all of these out because I'm going to talk about each one of these individually here. These are some specialty notebooks. We're just pulling them out, and they're easy to put in and out. You guys saw me do it, and that's not hard. It's just like a traveler's notebook. And then also I want to take my pen out because I will forget that it's in there and then freak out that my pen's gone. All right, before we get to notebooks, there are daily planners. I already told you guys about the cover. The cover is new and improved, which I'm super excited about. It makes the whole profile of the planner much thinner, and also it just looks so much nicer. These are really beautiful covers. They're still nice and sturdy, so you can still like bring it around and write on your book, but it's not going to stick to the coil like the other one stuck so badly to the coil. It flips around pretty easily, and also it just feels a lot nicer. The other one, it just felt so sticky and rubbery, and these ones just feel like, you know, a faux leather. I really like it. And I like the little lines. It's the same line as on the box. So we'll walk through. It's just a daily undated, so your tabs are not labeled. The one thing I will say is I got a tab that is not laminated. I just felt that, and I was like, wow, the tabs are really thin. It's just this one. I got a little mistake here where this tab wasn't laminated, which, I mean, it's not that big a deal. The other ones are laminated. I could put a piece of tape over it or something. You've got your goal setting section, and then 3 months worth, compass assessment, and then some extras in the back. So I will do an entire flip through and talk about it, compare it to last year's. But we'll just do a quick flip through and look. You get all of your goal setting content. This has changed a little bit. They really upgraded how it looks and, you know, changed the color wheel a little bit to be a little bit more muted. I feel like some of the colors are very saturated, but a couple of them got a little bit more muted. And I really like the color scheme. I liked it last year. I also still like it this year. They're cohesive, they work together, and I like how they broke it down. It looks more easily digestible in these smaller chunks. I like how it's done versus like a whole page of text. So here's the assessment scoring. You can answer the questions and score yourself on that one. And then you've got some intentions, some more goal setting information. And again, I like how it's broken down into smaller, more easily digestible chunks. Some writing goals, 3 types of goals. MAKSELIFE has 3 types called stretch goals, progress goals, and maintenance goals. It talks about each one of those. It's good to have some of everything. And again, broken down really nicely. Everything is numbered. It's got bold headers for different sections. It has all of the things to consider, and I really like this. It gives you lots of topics under each of the 8 categories, and these are the same categories as last year. So we've got personal, fun and recreation, work and learning, family and relationships, health and wellness, spiritual and personal growth. And I like that this one can be religious, or it doesn't have to be. This is really just a goal setting planner for anybody and everybody. So I like that it's not specifically faith or religion. It can be anything under that category. And then financial and physical environment. And again, your physical environment could be your work environment, your home environment, your car, you know, lots of different things can go into physical environment. Even it has on here yard and clothes. So it could be lots and lots of things. I like this, not just home, because that doesn't include every physical environment or physical thing that you're going to talk about. So a lot of times this year I used physical environment to reorganize, declutter different areas in the house, go through like problem drawers or problem areas in the house where clutter tends to just congregate. I ended up using this physical environment as that part of my goals. And you got this. It says, use this space to create a list or mind map of ideas, dreams, and goals. It's dot gridded for mapping out some things. And then it gives you space for your annual goals. And this is the biggest change I feel like that they made. I know the colors are a little bit different, but they're still like in the same color family. The yellow is still the personal, the fun and recreation is still an orangish color. You know, they're just a little bit tweaked. But the main giant change is this is dot grid versus lines. You can see dot grid, no lines for this annual goals section, and that's a big upgrade. I think that helps because I did see a lot of people mind map this out. They'd have like a big topic and then things branching off of the bigger topic on these annual goals. So I think these dot grid areas will help a lot of people. Now I just wrote lists, but I can still write lists with a dot grid, so it's not that big a deal for me. And then you've got a vision board here, and this one is not dot gridded. And then you've got goal setting, quick tips, and then you move into the monthly pages. And again, this is a 3-month undated planner. So if you want to do your whole year in these daily pages, you're going to need 4 of these. And they do have 4 different covers for these. I will put them up on the screen so you can see the other colors, and I will tell you guys the names. I don't know off the top of my head what the name of this is, but it's just beautiful. It's a nice aqua color and I love it. It also comes in, I know, like a darker teal like this. Everything is really cohesive with these 4 different colors of aqua, some grays, and also the purple this year. So it's the same layout as last year. You get the same monthly thing. The goal setting pages have gotten a revamp. The color schemes have gotten a revamp, and also the planner tabs are a little bit revamped too. They're like a grayish blue versus a brighter blue. And then your monthly goals still have the lines, and it's still on a 2-page spread here. And then you move in, you get your reflections, you get your weekly actions. The thing about this daily planner I love is this weekly page. So you can write out your meal plan, your appointments, your to-dos. For somebody like me who does video editing and things, I can write out what videos could go live each day and map it out like that. And I could even like draw a line down and do videos on one side, meal plan on the other, or whatever appointments I have going on the other page. So I really like that this can work as your weekly planner and also your daily planner all combined into one. It's just a really, really nice product. I think it's well thought out and well mapped out, and I love also that it's super customizable because like this space, you don't have to put the number right there. You could put something else there like the weather or temperatures or whatever. You can really change this and make it what you want. And same with the daily pages. You get these for the daily pages and it's just totally blank. The only real thing on here is a focus section, but you could totally not even put it as a focus. If you want it to be something else, you totally could. You get lots of room for to-dos. And what I was doing last year was I would break this up into different sections. And then also you get this schedule section. You can write in your own hours or whatever. And I use this for time blocking. I don't need a full like 5 a.m. to 8 p.m. type of thing. I can just write in what is important to me or what time blocks I need in that section. You also get this dot grid section with some boxes at the end and also this 3 dot thing. So for me, I would write my important events or appointments of the day, anything that really needs to stand out. That could be your like top 3 list. It could be top 3 gratitude things. You could do your gratitude down here in these 3 boxes, or different things to remember, like your step count, your exercise minutes, your water, anything. You could really do a lot of different things with this page. So you get 7 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then you get your reflection, your weekly action, and it starts over again with your weekly overview page and 7 more of these. So if you need a daily page for every day of the week, including Saturday and Sunday, you have it. You totally have the full page in this book. And actually for me, I only plan Monday through Friday and not on like school's out days because I'm just hanging out with my kids all day. I used only 5 of these, and I would go back and use the pages in between. Also, I wasn't always using these pages, but I had lots of room to use these daily pages and like throw a daily page in here and there. On those weeks where I only used 5, I'd still have 2 left, and then I could use them for whenever. So you get 3 months worth in here, and we'll go ahead and go to the compass assessment. This is where you add your score from that quiz, and you retake the same quiz at the end, and you put in your new score and your old score there and see how things went, and then you can analyze it and talk about it, answer all the questions with it. You get a dot grid so you can maybe write out some more reflections or more thoughts or tweak your goals. Just, you know, map things out loud on paper. And then extras back here, you have some future planning spaces. It gives you a space for the month, and then it looks like 2 column little lined sections. You get 6 months worth of that. And then you get some lined paper here in the back. This is just lined paper. Quite a bit of that. And then because it is undated, they give you these to put on there, so you can add your little monthly stickers and put your months on there pretty easily. You get the little pocket in the back. You also get stickers, and these are much brighter looking than last year. I feel like the colors definitely pop out off of this a lot more than I remember. And then you have this accordion style pocket in the back for receipts or little information, whatever you need back there. I wonder, I don't know that that's gonna fit. No, I think these are too big to fit in there. Yeah, those don't fit. I do have some smaller notebooks I think totally would fit back there if you need extra lined paper, but they give you quite a bit of lined paper here. That's quite a bit for, you know, just a 3-month planner. You still get quite a bit. So I'm pretty impressed with it. I loved the daily planner pages last year. I ended up using them quite a bit and really liking them, and I will definitely use them in 2023 as well. And I love the new cover. That was one of the things I was most disappointed in last year. I knew it was a new product and I knew they had room to change and improve, and I think this is a major, major improvement. So I'm super excited about these covers. And again, I'm pretty sure that the Erin Condren A5s fit these. So I'm gonna grab one real quick and double check. All right. Guilty confession. You guys know I am a planner junkie. Here is a binder of my A5 covers that are not on notebooks or planners currently. And you guys know I have a lot of notebooks and planners. I just put all of them on an extra coil so that I can just flip through and pick one. So I've got Trolls, Christmas. This is one I like. These are, you know, the Erin Condren covers. And you can buy these covers separately. You don't have to buy them on an Erin Condren planner. So pretty sure they fit. I'm trying, and these coils are a lot thicker, I feel like, than the Erin Condren ones, so they're super sturdy. I did uncoil some of my MAKSELIFE planners and Frankenplan with them, and I kept the coils because the coils are really nice and thick. All right, let's see. I'm trying to push this on here. I'm not the best at these covers. It takes me a minute. Some people can just like line it up and pop it all the way on in like one big, one big thing. I cannot, but there you go. It does fit all the way, all the coils line up. And in this way, I should have done it like inside the book, but you can see the tabs would stick out with the Erin Condren cover. It wouldn't go all the way over like the MAKSELIFE cover. And that doesn't bother me. I do like seeing the tabs, so I would be fine with that. But there you go. It totally works with the Erin Condren A5 covers. I'm gonna pop that boy off, and we will keep going. So it's notebook time. Let's talk about all these notebooks. And we've got quite a few different ones. So these notebooks all show you the color scheme. It's very like blue leaning, and I really like this color. It's like almost an icy blue color. It's like a little bit green tinted, but it really goes well with all of these colors. And you can see my hands are like really clammy. It's making marks on this top one. So it looks like all of these are a bit of a textured material. They're very soft, and then this one is a shiny material. You can see my like fingerprints are being left on this one. But this is the 2022 year-end reflections, and I just love this. I love the idea of going through this and filling it out. It gives you some instructions, review, reflect, and celebrate your progress. It gives you the compass assessment, lots of questions. You can do wins, highlights, challenges, lessons, growth, gratitude, what's working, what's not working. And these are sewn. You can see the little stitching. They're not stapled, they're sewn. Impact, adjustments, reflections, a letter to me. It gives you instructions, and then more room for that. More lined paper and more lined paper. So again, this is their new like design. It's lined, but there's little breaks in the line, which makes it really interesting visually. And then there you go, there's the back. It's silver foiled on there, but yeah, I think that's a cute little book to use at the end of the year. I will definitely be using that and reflecting at the very end of the year. And then there are dot grid notebooks. I ended up getting Cloud because I thought it was pretty. Again, this is the new design you're gonna get on the inside of everything. And it is just dot grid, so it has a little title page you can write your information in. MAKSELIFE, it talks about all of the different groups and contact info, and then it is dot grid, and then you get the cute little compass as the little icon in the corner there. And this is 60 pages, so 30 pages front and back of dot grid. It's just dot grid all the way through until the end there. You can see dot grid, and then you get like an extra liner piece, which I think is nice. Protects the outside of the book. So yeah, these leatherette covers are awesome. I love them. It's textured. I don't know if you can really pick up the texture, but I'm hoping you guys can see what I'm seeing. It's just a beautiful leathery look to it. It's called leatherette, and I just love it. They're nice and sturdy. I don't think they're gonna get damaged really easily. I think you could throw this in a bag and not have to worry about it too much. Just nice and beautiful, and silver foiling on the front and silver foiling on the back as well. And there's what it looks like. It's nice and compact. These are just a really nice size. They are A5. And then there are two different reflection type of journals. There's the Daily Intentions Notebook and then Daily Reflections and Gratitude. So they're two different ones. I feel like this one would be at the end of the day and this one would be at the beginning of the day. So you can set your intentions and set your mindset right with mantras and answer some questions every day. And then at the end of the day, you can reflect on the day and then talk about gratitude in here. I totally think these would be a great thing to stick at your desk if it's somewhere you're going to sit in the morning and the evening, or in your nightstand if you're going to be able to just sit in bed and relax for a little bit and fill these out. I would probably separate these. I'd have this one in my nightstand because I do a little bit of night journaling and things, and then I'd have this one in here because in the morning I generally will go right to working out and then come and sit in here and do a little bit of journaling, and this one would go perfectly with that. So I could leave this one in here and work on it and leave this one in my nightstand and fill it out at night. So let's walk through these. They're going to be, again, 60 pages or 30 pages front and back, so you get about 2 months worth of pages, and I'm generally a weekday planner, so I would get more use out of it since I'm not filling it out all weekend long. So here you go. Here's the contact information. It says building inner wealth is our definition of success, which we already had talked about. And then this is the daily intentions page here. It's got lots of questions to answer, and it's got a place for your today's mantra or affirmation. And I'm totally into affirmations now. So I'm going to go through the list of questions. It does have the MAKSELIFE colors as the lines, which is really pretty, but it's a nice subtle color. It's not really bright and in your face. It's just nice and subtle. So we've got daily intention. How am I feeling today? How do I want to feel? What do I need today to feel good? What do I want to attract to myself today? Today I will let go of or say no to. Today I will embrace. Who is someone I want to make a mindful connection with today? And as an introvert, this is the question I like the least. I'm like, I'm not gonna make mindful connections with everybody every day. It'll be the same couple people for me for the most part. It's like my husband, my kid, my other kid, the same thing. I don't want to make mindful connections with lots of people every day. So that one might be blank some of the time. And then here is the last one. What is something I can do in 15 minutes or less today that will positively impact my life? And that is my favorite of the questions. I think that's a great way to just start your day thinking about like something quick and easy. You can get a quick daily win in and knock that one out. I absolutely love that one. And it's the same on all these pages. See? All of these are just daily intentions pages that you fill out every day. And then you get to the end and you get that backer sheet and you're done. And again, silver foil on the front, silver foil on the back. And this one happens to be the aqua, and I just love this color. It's so pretty. And then last one, this is the daily reflections and gratitude. And like I said, probably will stick this in my nightstand so I can fill it out every day. And this one is coming in that gray color. And all of these are textured aside from the yearly reflections. So it's a nice, beautiful texture. Also rounded corners. That's something I didn't mention. All the corners are rounded on these little notebooks. And then again with the same design on the inside, the same information on the front pages, and then the daily reflections and gratitude page is really cute. It's got a little scoring spot, which I like. And again, the lines are very, very subtly colored, and I really like how subtle it is, but it just gives you just enough pop of color. So here we go. We got daily reflections and gratitude. How I felt today, my energy level from 1 to 10, my mood from 1 to 10. Today I am grateful for the following, and it gives you 5 spots, and they're pretty long lines, so you can write a little blurb of something. something that brought me joy, today's wins, how I grew today, today I'm proud of myself for blank, what is something I can do tomorrow to make it a good day. And I like that you're already starting to think about how you can improve the next day on that one as well. So yeah, I would totally fill this out at night. I think it's a great little list to just kind of map out your day, and it's like a daily download. Like, get all the last thoughts out of your brain, think of something positive and happy, then go to bed all nice and happy and thinking about the good stuff in the day. So I really like this one. Again, 60 pages, 30 front and backs, all the way through to the end. And silver foil and silver foil. Really, really pretty. I love these. And then last of the little notebook section, these are the companion notebooks, and these do come as a whole pack. You get the whole year, and each quarter you get a different notebook. So you've got all the 4 colors there, and then it gives you the guide here, and you can put your annual goals in this as well. So this is the goal setting instructions, just like that would be in the Flagship and the Undated quarterly. So you got the same kind of questions to answer, the compass assessment, the scoring, the intentions, goal setting. So you'd use this in place of using a Flagship. Generally speaking, you would take these and use them with whatever daily or weekly or monthly planner that you choose to have. And I'll show you in here, you probably could use this all on its own if you don't do a whole lot of planning day to day or week to week, but I think most people would stick this with their regular, weekly planner. I think the whole intention of these is to use this alongside with whatever other planner in place of the Flagship. Not everybody's going to want the same horizontal or vertical spread. They might want something different. They might already have a tried and true planner that they have found that they want to stick with over the years. So this helps you get your goal setting along with whatever planner you already have. That's why it's called a companion notebook. It's a companion to whatever planner you plan on using. So if you already have the Flagship planner, you don't necessarily need these ones because it would just be a duplicate of the weekly action and monthly pages. But this is a great system in case you you use an Erin Condren, or I've got lots of planners over here because I'm review crewing for other people, but we've got Sprouted planner. If you're going to use this, not this alongside with a Sprouted planner, I don't know if it would fit in this pocket because it's pretty tight. You totally have both of these together, then your goal setting can stay with your regular planning, whatever kind of planner you're going to use with it. So you get the 4 together. It's a full year's worth of planning, and you can pick whatever one you want as your first one or second one, whatever. They each have a different quote done in the silver foil. So it says, "Your only limit is your mind. Trust the timing of your life. Good things take time. And just begin again and again." And I really like that one. So you can pick whichever color or quote you want to start with first, but they're all laid out in a quarterly fashion. And they're they're nice little sized notebooks. They're also the same textured leatherette type covers. So you've got your front page there. You can put your information on it. The same stuff on there. Feature monthly, which is undated. So if you wanted just a monthly calendar and goal setting pages, this is totally your jam. You could totally get away with using this. These are perforated, so you can include them in other planners if you want to take the pages out. And for instance, your weekly actions page, you could totally washi tape this into another planner and use it like that. These are sewn, by the way, not stapled again. So you have your month, you can date this however you want. You can use the little date circles, you can write them in, you can put your own title up there, and then you have a little column for notes. Then you move into your monthly goals, again, same 8 categories. Then you get a reflections and a weekly actions page, and that's what you get, reflections, weekly actions page. You could totally take these out and use them with whatever notebook. You don't have weekly or daily pages in this. You do get a monthly reflection here, a lined page, and then you move into your next monthly spread, and you get 3 of these per notebook here. So it's a quarter. Let's see, what's at the end here? Get some lined paper and a compass assessment. So there's your last monthly reflection, your last lined paper. You move right into the quarterly compass assessment there. And then you get some lined paper for note-taking, reflections, whatever you want to do in the back there. And then this also has a little pocket, so you can include whatever you need in the back there. And so each of these are going to be the same setup with the 3 months. They all look the same. Flipping through really quick, they all just look the same. They're just different colors, different quotes on the front, but all beautiful and all in the silver foiling on the front, and then the logoing in silver foil on the back. Very, very cute. I love the way those are set up. And then you have your annual goals in here, so you could have those with you for any of these planners, and you don't have to keep rewriting the yearly goals. They're just easily accessible in a separate little book there. There you go. There is the quarterly notebooks. I am going to walk through 2 of the new flagship planners. I'm going to also compare it. I do have my flagship for 2022. This was my first year in MAKSELIFE. I had heard about it in 2021 and I was like, yes, I'm totally getting one of those. As soon as they got released, I snagged one because they had sold out and I couldn't get one mid-2021. So I waited for 2022 and I have loved this. This has been a total game changer for me. Now, spoiler alert, I did not use all of the weekly pages. I decided midway through the year that I was not team vertical. So I totally got rid of the team vertical and I'm going to go team horizontal for 2023, which sounds crazy. I've never been a horizontal lover, but I love the weekly action pages. I love them. I've used them lots of times, not every week this year, but lots and lots of weeks this year. And I really, really like it. I had dot pins that sort of line up with the colors. Instead of the orange, I used pink. But for the most part, my coloring lined up with the Zig Clean Color dot pens. I really like these guys. And yeah, just love using it. I didn't always reflect back, but I'm going to really try to use the reflections a little bit more. And since I'm going team horizontal, I plan on using each one of these in a specific way for the future. So yeah, we're going to compare to this one already. You can see there's quite a bit of changes. The covers themselves are like the same material, except this one's a leatherette, which I wanted to get because I thought it would be really pretty. But the coiling is different. This one's more of a true gold, where this is more of a like a yellowy, bronzy-ish color. And then the neutral planner comes on a silver coil, which is cool. There are also rumblings on changing the coils a little bit for 2024, which will be fun. So I'm really excited about these changes that they've made. They've changed the coloring a little bit. And also, of course, I changed from columns to horizontal. So they do come in different boxes. There are other covers, which I will throw up on the screen with their names for you guys. And I'm so excited and geeked out to do this video. I do not know the names of these, like the names of all the covers. So I'm gonna just be inserting names on the screen because I wanted to dive into these and show them to you guys. But each one of them has a different box, which is super cute. So this is the typical pattern that you're going to see on the inside. They got rid of the tiny striping. You can see this tiny striping is gone. They replaced it with this pattern right here, which is really pretty. It's nice and subtle. And then this box, the chevron lines, which I think is super cute as well. So we're going to just hop in. They're going to be the exact same pretty much on the inside. It's just really the planner cover that's going to change here. So this is the one that has a pretty quote. It is a watercolor one. It says, "There is a past version of yourself that is so proud of how far you've come." And I just loved all the aquas on this one. I'm a sucker for anything aqua, you guys know. So flipping through, the pattern is right here. And actually the pattern changes. So the pattern on this side is actually the zigzag stripe, which I thought all of them were going to have this because all the notebooks have this. But this one has the different pattern, which is super cute. So it kind of coordinates with the book. Okay, so you're going to get the same goal setting pages also in the companion notebooks and the daily undated quarterly planner. They're all going to have the goal setting section in them. So you've got the same kind of information. It has gotten a bit of a facelift. They changed it to have like different sections stand out. So everything's a little bit more easily digestible in like smaller chunks. So you've got getting started, the steps. I'm not going to walk through and read all of this to you guys. It's pretty simple and straightforward. There's not a whole lot of forward planning. I feel like the power sheets, the bulk and the magic of the power sheets is that big giant chunk of prep. If you don't already have some sort of idea on your goals, I feel like that prep kind of leads you into the direction of what you're going to find is important. Whereas this, it like maps out and it makes you think about what you want to do, but it's not that intense. If you have some inklings of where you want to go, and it does give you lots of suggestions, like any of these compass assessment questions can lead you in the right direction. If you find that any of these resonate with you, you can turn them into goals. And it gives you lots of tips for goal setting. It gives you an intentions page. You can map out where you want to go for the year. It gives you some writing goals. And then it talks about the MAKSELIFE 3 types of goals: stretch goals, progress goals, and maintenance goals. And it says you want to have a combination of all of those kinds. And it talks about a little bit more about how you're going to use the book because it breaks things down all the way to weekly goals. And I love that. So you've got your annual, your monthly, and your weekly actions. And again, like everything's bolded and in smaller chunks. It gives you a really detailed section for the weekly reflections because you're going to get a weekly reflections and a weekly actions page every week, which is like the magic of the MAKSELIFE. And then also, if you need more goal planning, it gives you lots of different things to consider for each section. So it really gives you lots to work with in this prep, even though the prep is kind of a smaller section in the book. The magic of this one is the ability to pivot from week to week, because you get those weekly action pages every single week. And that's why I stuck with MAKSELIFE all of 2022, because it had those weekly breakdowns and I could change things and move things around, and it didn't matter if I didn't like knock everything out of my monthly section, because I knew I was making progress every week with those weekly actions. And I feel like that's where MAKSELIFE shines. It's just, those pages are life-changing for me. You can't say enough good things about them, and I'm totally going to use them again for 2023. I found something that really just works for me and resonates with me, and I'm just totally sold. So I really wanted to share all this stuff with you guys. So anyway, let's keep going in this prep. There's a little bit more. You have this space to make a mind map. It says, make a mind map of ideas, dreams, and goals for the coming year. It's dot gridded, so you can map it out however you want. And then your annual goals got a little bit of a facelift. It's the same sections. You get half a page for each of the 8 categories, which we'll walk through. The only thing that changed from last year is instead of lines, you get dot grid, and I think that's really helpful. So let's talk about the categories. You got 8 different categories. The colors have changed just slightly. Personal, fun and recreation, work and learning, family and relationships. Every section gets half a page, and there's 8 total. Health and wellness, spiritual and personal growth, financial and physical environment there. And then you have a room for a vision board, goal setting quick tips, and then you move into January, and this is a dated planner. This is the Flagship. It is a full year and it is dated. All the tabs are labeled, as you can see. And it has your color just very subtly on these pages. The real only splash of color that you're gonna get for this is these circles on the monthly. They did tone it down a little bit on the weekly pages, which I'll show you guys. So you get a Sunday start. It's very big. It takes up most of the room, and it has a very thin margin, so there's lots of room for writing. It gives you the future month. It also gives you a quote up at the top, and I like the font they use. It's very plain and basic and sleek, and it works really nicely. And also you get the holidays at the bottom of the boxes, so it doesn't take up a whole lot of room. And then the future month, you can see the numbers on there, but they're very light, so you can add future things in if you want to, or just flip to the next month and use those ones. And then moving in, for each month you get a quarter of a page for each goal, so it's a 2-page spread for all of your monthly goals, and again, quote at the top there. And then your reflections page, that's where you answer those questions up at the front, and it does give you a little bit of prompting. So it's got the questions here in detail, and then it has a little bit of info. So it says, reflect on wins, what worked, what didn't work, lessons learned, and adjustments needed. And those are the questions that go back to this thing. And I like that they actually made it a colorful box, so I could flip to it really easily if I needed to refer to it. And then each week on the reflections, you get a little planning tip or trick. So I like that, and this is all dot grid, so you can list things out, you can make circles, you can decorate it, you can make boxes, however you want to use that. And then your weekly action page, this is the bread and butter, this is my favorite thing, the weekly action page, and it just maps it out for every week. So you get the same 8 categories, and now you get 1/8 of a page, because all of them are on one page, and you get lots of room. So I had room. I usually would skip a line, and I'd write 3 to 4 things in each week. And that would be it. And some of them are just things I did every week, and they became habits, and I still would write them in because they're still things I was working on, but they just weren't that hard of things. And then I would add more things that were a little bit harder here and there, but it just kept me accountable and helped me see the big picture and keep working on goals. So I really love this page. And then you move into the weekly spread. Now I did go horizontal for both of these, but I do have a vertical here to share with you guys. And there's what it looks like. Now, they did tone down the color. As you can see, like all of this is not very bright in these sections. I'm going to flip to another section. You can see it's the same coloring all the way through for these. Whereas last year, the coloring changed up at the date spots. You can see, I'll flip through. I haven't used these, but you can see it's coloring change every month. I'm trying to flip through. I keep getting weekly action pages. See, like November is green. So they really took out the color off of the weekly page, except the little gratitude heart. Like all the weekly pages are going to be the same colors in this one, but they changed in the planner last year. You got the color on the headers here and the color on the weekly habit trackers. You don't get that in the MAKSELIFE this year. The only color that you get is on the monthly pages. You can see the color changed from month to month on these ones. You get all the MAKSELIFE colors rotating throughout the book. So that's just one little change. They made it a little bit more accessible to everybody. Not everybody's gonna want rainbow colors on their planner, especially if it's somebody who's gonna like go into the office or something. They're not gonna want a whole page of color. So they kept it a little bit more neutral toned. But there you go, you get the reflections, the weekly actions, your weekly spread with the habit tracker. And I like the way that this horizontal is done. It gives you a lot of space for lines and to-do lists. And then here you can add whatever you want. You can do stickers or doodles or whatever you want over there. You get a little note section and a habit section. And then you move into your next reflections, weekly actions, all the way through the month. And they all look the same all the way through. And I love that you get the weekly action page. Flipping through, and it's fresh. You can see the pages are still a little bit stuck together. I love that sound. And then you get the monthly reflection, and then you move into your next tab, and they're very clean and sleek. It gives you a little quote or affirmation, and then they added the little MAKSELIFE compass as the little logo on lots of different things. So you get a new month, a new quote, and then new monthly goals. And you move into reflection and weekly actions, and again the color shows up just subtly right there and then not on the actual weekly page. Also holidays are up here at the little corner, and now you get that all the time. And then we'll get to the end of March here, and then you get a compass assessment for every quarter. So you ended with the monthly reflection just like every month, and then this is added in every quarter. Quarterly compass assessment, a lined paper, and then you move in all the way to June. You get another one of those as a quarterly assessment. And then also in September, at the very end of September, quarterly assessment. It's set up really similarly to last year. And then December here, you get your last quarterly compass assessment there. And then you get some extras here. We'll flip through. You get your yearly calendar, so that's good. You can grab the tab and see the whole year. Gives you space for some important dates or whatever you have upcoming. You get next year as well, and I like they incorporated the color on this page. And then you get some note paper here in the back. Not a whole lot, but just a few pages. You get a weekly reflections page every week, so you have plenty of room for writing and things. And then you get a pocket and then some stickers, and I love that the stickers are much brighter and more saturated looking this year. And then an accordion pocket in the back here. And then your elastic band, which I just stuck on the back. I never ended up using the elastic bands. But there you go, there's the whole thing. And with the O-rings, I tend to move the planner pages back instead of trying to move the cover of the end forward. It just seems to rotate better that way since the O-ring cover is right here where the little notches are. And over time, sometimes these will get a little bit wonky or loose. You just have to pinch them back together. It's not a big deal. I found that it was not a problem at all for me in any of these notebooks. I do prefer a spiral coil just because I love the Erin Condren covers, and I find that they are just much easier to use. These ones can be a little finicky and move, you know, you have to pinch them back together a little bit over time, but I haven't found it to be a problem. They're nice and sturdy in these MAKSELIFE flagships, so it hasn't been a problem for me, but it's definitely something that's a little different than a spiral coil. But yeah, you can just pinch them back in place or move them. Sometimes they like push up or down and get out of alignment. But yeah, I've had good luck with mine all of 2022, so I don't foresee it being a problem. Now, moving into the neutral planner, the coil is a different color. It's the silver. And let's see, I want to see if the coloring is the same in here. It's got monthly spreads. I wanted to see, yeah, they still change color even in the neutral planner. So that's the only real pop of color you get, that and on the weekly actions page. And then of course the like color coding for the monthly thing, but everything's the same in this one. You're going to get the same quarterly assessments at the end of every quarter, the same weekly pages, the same monthly reflection. And I did team vertical for both of these because I want one of these to be for journaling and one of these to be for my actual weekly thing. So there you go. It's beautiful. And again, I move everything forward instead of flip everything around. So this one is the leatherette cover. It's the only one that's a little bit different. All of the artist covers and the regular covers are that same like thick chipboardy type of cover, and they're really nice. And this is leatherette. So far it looks super pristine, and I love how it looks. It's got just the slightest bit of texture, and it definitely has that leathery feel to it. And my hands are a little bit clammy, so I'm leaving like little like clammy spots on it, but it's so pretty, guys. This one definitely is something I love, and I hope they come out with more of these leatherette covers. They're just really, really beautiful and well done. and so much of an improvement from last year's Undated covers. I just did not like those covers at all, and I let you guys know in lots of videos how I felt about those covers, but these ones are such a good improvement. I love the leatherette, and I hope they continue to do some leatherette covers because it's just gorgeous and beautiful. That is it for the actual flagships, and again, I will do videos walking through page by page, comparing it to last year's planner, how they compare and stack up. I will be doing some in-depth reviews of these after I've used them a while, and I have a feeling I'm going to love them again because I love the weekly action pages. That's where I fell in love with MAKSELIFE, and of course Sierra and the team are amazing. I love Club Moxie. I'm a member of that, and I would love it if you guys would join that. You can check all the description information down below for everything that I've talked about in this video if you want to purchase anything or join the club. Lots of motivation and inspiration, and I can tell a couple of these are a little bit crooked. You just move them back in place. Not a big deal at all. They're so easy to move, and I feel like this one might be even a little bit thicker than this one. It feels a little sturdier. And there you go. There's my review of pretty much all of the new products. I hope you guys like this video. I will be doing tons and tons more in-depth walkthrough and reviews of these items individually, talk about what I like, what I don't like, and I will also use all of these items into 2023 and give you guys my honest opinion after practical use. I strive to review in-depth every planner that I get my hot little hands on, and I will definitely be talking about them in Plan With Me's and other planner videos coming up. So be sure to stick around. I would love it if you would like this video and subscribe. Check the description box below. Use my affiliate links if you're interested in purchasing anything today. And I hope you guys enjoyed this really long, in-depth planner video. I was super excited to get this box today, and I wanted to share all of the goodness with you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you guys also have any questions, and I would also love to know, I have questions for you guys if you made it this far. I would love to know what your favorite new item is, and also your favorite color of the new colors, and last but not least, what your favorite flagship cover is. There's lots of different covers. I would love to know which one is just calling your name. So let me know all of that in the comments down below, and I hope you guys have a great day. Happy shopping if you are getting your 2023 planners today, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great, great day. Bye!